Hi there! In this video, we'll be showing how DeltaStream can solve the use case of replicating data from your production environment to your staging environment. Having a sample of data in staging that accurately represents what's in production is extremely valuable for development. However, oftentimes there is sensitive information in your production data, so to ensure that we are not leaking anything from production to staging, we'll also be censoring some fields. Let's get started in the DeltaStream web UI. The first step is to set up our stores. A store in DeltaStream represents the connection to some data storage system. As you can see, we already have a store called Production Kafka, which describes the connection to our Production Kafka cluster. If we inspect this store, we can find a list of topics. The one we'll be using is the stock trade topic. We can print the topic to inspect the records. As you can see, there are fields for account and user ID, which are sensitive fields that we'll be altering later on. Now we want to set up a store for our staging Kafka cluster. Let's name it Stage Kafka. We can add the relevant URLs for our Kafka broker and add the necessary credentials for connection. Now that we have our stores defined, let's go to the Databases tab and define databases for our production and staging data. We can create a database called ProdDB for production and create a database called StageDB for stage. Similarly to how relational databases have databases and schemas to namespace tables, in DeltaStream, we have databases and schemas to namespace relations. New databases that are created in DeltaStream are always populated with a public schema, but we can also create new schemas if we want. Next, let's create a relation. There are multiple types of relations in DeltaStream. One of those types is a stream, which we'll define now. So here we are creating a stream that essentially defines the data in the Production Kafka stock trade topic. Notice that we are selecting the ProdDB database and the public schema, as well as the Production Kafka store. Once the stream is created, we can see the stream in our ProdDB. Now that we have our input stream defined, the next step is to write a query to process data and write the results to our staging environment. Here, we're writing a createStreamAsSelect query. With this query, we are creating a new stream, but this time in our staging DB. We're calling this stream the same, stock trade. Behind the scenes, DeltaStream creates a new topic for this new stream and launches a long-running query to do the processing. Here in this with clause, we can define the store and topic details in the query. You can also see that we are hashing our sensitive fields so that sensitive data isn't leaked into staging. This long-lived query will be constantly reading from our source production stock trade topic, applying the transformations, and writing the results to our staging stock trade topic. Now, if we go inspect our Stage Kafka store, we should see the new stock trade topic that was created by our query. If we print the results, we should be able to see our data with the account and user ID fields obfuscated. If we visit the Queries tab, we can see our long-lived query in the running state. If we go to the Stream 360 tab, we can see the flow of data from our production stream to our query to our staging stream. Although this was a simple example, we showed off a few core features of DeltaStream. First, how users can easily interact with data in different stores. In this case, we are just moving around data from one Kafka cluster to another Kafka cluster. However, DeltaStream supports many other store types, such as Kinesis Databricks, and Snowflake. We also showed how with just a few simple SQL queries, we were able to deploy a full streaming application. The long-lived query that we launched is serverless and fully managed. Things like auto-scaling, checkpointing, fault tolerance, and failure recovery are all handled by DeltaStream. Finally, we also created separate databases for our production and staging resources. This way, an admin or user with privileges to both databases can easily grant or restrict access to other users for these sets of data. So that's it for this video. If you want to try out DeltaStream for yourself, a link in the description can be found below to a free trial of DeltaStream.